Surprisingly, despite current trade, there are still large numbers of people who are setting up in business. Proof perhaps that the well-ingrained entrepreneurial instincts of the American people live on. However, you might think that with all the stories in the press, that the banks are now completely unwilling to lend their support by way of finance, loans, and line of credit. But in actual fact, you would be wrong. It is true that banks are now, thankfully, much more cautious about whom they are lending to. And that is a good thing for the rest of us. However, it still remains the case that the banks make their money by lending it in the first place, and they simply could not afford to stop lending money to people who want to be in business. Of course, it is not like the late 80s or 90s, when getting finance was sometimes as easy as buying a snack for lunch. Those were the times when house prices apparently only appreciated and often at a tremendous rate. The banks were more than happy to grant loans if you were happy to use your house as collateral. Nowadays house prices are as liable to fall as rising, and your bank manager knows that this is not such a great form of security as it once was. So just how do you go about getting the finance you require from the banks in the economic climate that now prevails? First, remember that if you speak to anyone high up in the banks, they will tell you that there is still money to be lent, so don't be put off when your associates tell you that you'll never get financed. Once you have developed your business plan in detail, make sure that it is presented in a first-class manner. Ensure that the plan looks as if it has been created an already successful business. Remember, presentation is still incredibly important. Next, think about how you are putting yourself over. No matter how well you have detailed your business plan, your own appearance and attitude will still mean more to the bank than anything else. Prove that you have your head screwed on straight by being business-like and highly professional in all your communication with the bank. Once you have presented yourself and your plan to the bank, remember to keep in contact with the bank as much as possible. This may sound like strange advice, but oddly enough, banks, rather like most organizations, are prone to pushing less important work to the back of the pile. Your business plan, for which you are desperate to get backing, could well be sitting unattended on the corner of a busy manager's desk. So don't be annoying by leaving persistent messages, but do keep the pressure on to get a result. Do you need a business loan or a line of credit? Don't wait. Visit us now at precisionbusinessloans.com for the very best in options and no application fees. We're typically able to get our customers approved within just 1 day and funded within 5 days. Our approval rating is above 95%. Visit precisionbusinessloans.com today.